You are looking at Google My Business. This is the most important real estate on the internet. You're probably already familiar with it, but if you're not, this is where you need to be number one. Check it out. Here's my client, Unity Imaging and Apparel, under T-shirt printing in Redlands, number one. It says right here, you manage this business profile. Check it out. Let's go over here to Bike Shop Ontario. There's a Bumstead's Bicycles. This is also my client, number one. Check it out. Come on over here to Best Acting Schools in New York City. Like T-shirts, you can imagine that Best Acting Schools in New York City is a very difficult and very competitive keyword to get. And you'll notice again, New York Acting School for Film and Television, I manage this business profile. And then finally, if you were watching yesterday, you would have seen that we were dealing with in this case, whether it's mortgage broker, best mortgage broker in Los Angeles, Bill Raymond Home Mortgages. So if this is where you'd like to be, and believe me, this is where you want to be. If you're number one, number two, number three under Google My Business, your phone is going to ring more frequently. People are going to walk into your retail store more frequently. They're going to be emailing you more frequently. And if you're in a service industry or calling you, this is where you want to be. We're going to continue to talk about the secret sauce today. Yesterday, we spent a lot of time talking about stuff that you just won't find without tremendous years of experience or tremendous amounts of research. You won't find these methods for getting your ranking up on Google My Business except right here on Small Business Daily. This is Randy Kirk, and please go back and take a look at yesterday's video because it started out talking about two of the most important secret sauces that you can possibly know about getting highly ranked on Google My Business. And we also talked there about some of the foundational, fundamental things that you can do to get highly ranked. Look down in the links below and you will see some links to places where you can learn the foundations, the fundamentals of getting highly ranked. We're not going to be dealing with fundamentals here. We're going to be dealing with the secret sauce. There are hundreds and hundreds of ideas that you're going to be hearing about over the course of several videos. And today, the thing that we're going to get digging into more deeply is going to be reviews. Because reviews do matter, and they matter in a bunch of different ways. And so let's jump right into it. We are in a review-driven culture. Whether you're buying products on Amazon, whether you're figuring out where to go to dinner on Yelp, or whether you're looking for the best place to get a home mortgage on Google search, we are in a review-driven culture. You'll notice that all three of these individuals that are in the top three have almost 5.0 review results. Bill has 21. This fellow has 131. This fellow has 37. Or this company has 37. They have a bunch of reviews. So, secret sauce number one for this video is you need at least 10 reviews. There's some argument as to whether 12 is better than 10 or 50 is better than 10. The best information that I have is that if you get to 10 and go over 10, this is going to give you a bump up in your ranking status. If you go over 100, we also believe that's going to give you a bump up in your ranking status. Not clear between 10 and 100, but it's going to definitely affect you if you go over 10 and if you go over 100. The next thing to know is that even if Google isn't making decisions with regard to where they rank you on Google My Business, the customer is making decisions. So quite frankly, even though Bill Raymond is my client, if I was looking at this particular Google My Business listing, I'd look at Bill and I go, oh, 21 reviews, but Henry has 131. And this other company down here, Best Mortgage Lenders, Pure Point Mortgage, they have 37. This might affect my decision. I doubt if my decision would be affected much between 5.0 and 4.9, but if this one was 3.5, I probably wouldn't even pay any attention at all. I might, according to the stats, if it's 3.5 or less, people may still pay attention, but they're going to go start reading up what is it about this company that they only get 3.5 or less. If it's below 2.5, people just don't bother at all. but somewhere between 2.5 and 3.5, they might give you a second look. You need to get your reviews up, the numbers up, and you need to get your stars up. You need to get as many 5-star reviews as you can possibly get, and you need to get the more the better, because that's going to affect my decision. If I'm coming in here right now, I might go with number 1, I might go with number 2, might even go with number 3, but I might be slightly skewed towards number 2 because he has 131 reviews. This is critical information for you. This is going to make a big difference in whether your phone rings, and it's going to make a big difference in your profits. So that's the beginning of the review process. You're going to want to send out emails to your customers. You're going to want to talk to them when you're on the phone. Some people recommend that you bring up the review question just prior to closing the deal. Other people say, hey, send them out an email after they've finished the deal. Let them know where they can go to get to place a review. Now, Google My Business makes this easy. Let's go on ahead into Google My Business. The first thing you want to do with regard to working with the reviews that you already have or trying to get more is go on to business.google.com and make sure that you're all set up there and that you have claimed your business and that your information is all up on Google My Business where you can get access to it. Now, I'm managing many different clients, so I'm in a managed location, but your location should look very much like this. Go into the home section right here, and then scroll down. You see, you start up here and you scroll on down, and right here, they're gonna say share review form. You see, Google wants you to get as many reviews as possible. They believe it's helping the customer, that therefore it's helping them, it's helping you, everybody's a winner. So they have a situation where they're gonna give customers a link to review your business on Google. So you can do it through Facebook, you can use WhatsApp, you can use Twitter, or you can use email. So jump right in there and start sending out your review requests to your customers, to your potential customers, to people that you've worked with. You know, it doesn't have to be a customer who you've done business with. It can be a supplier. It can be a friend that you've known for a very long time. They should identify themselves as such, but you can have a supplier, somebody that you've worked with for a long time, who supplies you with products or services, who knows you and trusts you. They can go on and they say, I've been working with George Simpson here for all these different years. I've been working with him for a long time, and he's a respected member of the business community. He does a great job. He's thorough, et cetera, et cetera. So does not have to be customers. It can be other people on Google My Business. So jump out there and start getting a bunch of 5-star reviews. Now, when you send people a request to review, as we talked about yesterday, go back and look at yesterday's video. I gave you a template for what you're going to want them to say in the review. Number 1, of course, they want to give you 5 stars. You can't ask for 5 stars. You can say, please give me a great review. And then you're going to look for them to be as specific as possible, potentially naming names of individuals they've worked with at the company, including the owner. And then you want them to use keywords, including the city. If you're a local business, you want them to say what city it was that they did business with you in. So those are some things you want to put in there. You can look for more details yesterday. So this is one way that you can jumpstart getting lots more reviews, is using this review request section. Now, you've already got a bunch of reviews and you want to respond to them. So to do that, you go into the review category right here, and you'll see that here are all of the different reviews that people have left. Now, next you can go into replied. These are ones you have already replied to. That's not going to be much help, but you can go into haven't replied, okay? And now you look. Here's Daniel Sperling Horowitz. He says, Bill took the time to expertly answer my questions, exactly the type of team you want working with you. Thank you. It's a very nice review. It's a positive review. Why should you reply to positive reviews? There's 2 main reasons. Number 1, when you reply to any review, it is a selling opportunity for anybody that comes in and is taking a look at your reviews. You can sell them on the very same thing that Daniel in this case was talking about. You can say, we take pride in the fact that we are experts in our field. We work hard to keep up to date with our knowledge bases and with everything that's happening in the mortgage industry. You notice also, as I was saying, that I was using keywords. So by saying mortgage industry, or by saying we helped Daniel with regard to refinancing or something like that, you can start to use keywords that are going to be helpful to get Google to be more effective and give you a higher ranking. So those are two real big reasons for giving a reply. Now, clearly, if you get a negative review, you want to reply to those as well. There's a very big key. All of this is secret stuff. The stuff I'm telling you, nobody does. I mean, nobody would be big. Probably 1%, 2%, 3% of people that are on Google My Business are doing what I'm talking about right now. You can get so far ahead of your competition by just following these secret sauces. Okay, so when you get a negative review, you want to start off by you don't want to be defensive. You don't want to, argue with the customer, because you're not really talking to the customer. You're really talking to your future customer. So there's a negative review and it says that you were slow. So you're going to say, oh, I'm really sorry that you believe that we were slow in taking care of you. We take pride in the fact that we move mortgages through the system as quickly as we possibly can. I had a meeting the very next day that I received your review with my entire staff and talked about your case and how we could improve ourselves and get better at moving every single purchase mortgage and every single refinance mortgage through the system, through the process as quickly as possible. I want to thank you, Daniel, for being honest and bringing up this negative aspect. Whatever it is, you want them to feel like you heard them and that you're responsive and that this is a critical and important to you, because you're really talking to the next prospect that comes in and is looking at these reviews. Okay, that's how you handle a negative review. In both cases, positive reviews and negative reviews, you want to make sure that you put in keywords and things that are going to help Google to think they should rank you more highly. Finally, with regard to reviews, you're going to want to use your good reviews to your benefit. How do you do that? Well, you can use your reviews on your website, on a blog post. You could post those reviews on Twitter. You could post them on Facebook. I mean, you can take these reviews and post them anywhere. Now, if you want to put them on your website, there's a way that you can actually embed them so that all of your reviews are showing up on your website. And in order to do that, you'd want to go to oneupweb.com, who will give you a detailed description of what to do. It does require some understanding of the back end of your website, et cetera. So you may need your developer to help you with this if you're not savvy with that kind of thing. But oneupweb.com, please look below and you'll see the exact link in their blog that will tell you in detail how you can embed your reviews from Google My Business in your website. So that's it for today. That's the secret sauce for today. Reviews matter. They matter because the consumer is looking at them. They matter because Google is paying attention to how many reviews you have. They matter because it's going to help you rank higher. If you rank higher, you sell more. That's it for today from Small Business Daily. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about how to upload pictures with the secret sauce and how to use the Google My Business posting system using some secret sauce. See you tomorrow.